Electoral Act signed by President Buhari. 4 Anambra vigilantes killed in an attack by gunmen. Woman stabs husband to death, court of Venice in Argentina. As Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Osun State received judgment on the petition filed by former governor Mr. Oyetola to challenge the governorship election held in July last year, counsels for Governor Ademola Adeleke and other respondents have raised legal issues that invalidate the petition. Counsel for Governor Ademola Adeleke PDP and INEC stated in their respective final addresses that election result printed from the INEC website, which the former governor based his petition, were not full proof of election result. Counsel for Governor Ademola Adeleke maintained that the results of election from the INEC back server, which is the core of exhibit that the former governor relied on proving his case, has been vitiated by Section 104 of the Evidence Act on the grounds that the date the document was certified was at variance from the date on the receipt of payment for the certification. He maintained that the variation is fatal to the admissibility of the document by the tribunal, whose jurisdiction has been hosted from perusing at the document. Counsel for respondent also tackled the counsel for the former Governor Ademola Oyetola on the allegation of certificate forgery against Governor Ademola Adeleke, as the counsels unanimously held that the petitioners claimed had been settled in the judgment of the Court of Appeal in an action by Governor Oyetola's party against Governor Ademola Adeleke. The INEC and PDP councils also responded to a submission by APC council that the Electoral Act has dispensed from the use of electoral registers, improving the allegation of overvoting, noting that the primary evidence in the electoral disputes are extractions of data from beavers and electoral registers. Counsel for Governor Ademola Adeleke and other respondent counsels who urged the tribunal to dismiss as frivolous the petition challenging the electoral victory of Governor Adeleke, noted that the petitioner failed to prove his case, as he could not adduce evidence to establish that the degree and diploma certificate obtained by Governor Adeleke from Jacksonville University were fakes. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has disclosed that he was a beneficiary of the new Electoral Act law signed by President Muhammadu Buhari, which he said paved the way for free and fair elections, ruling out ballot box snatching and snuffing. The governor said this when he paid a thank you visit to the president at the presidential villa Abuja for ensuring that the governorship election in Osun State was free, fair, incredible, without any external influence and manipulations. Senator Adeleke was elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, said he had come to appreciate the president for providing a level playing field in the election that was held in July last year. The governor said free and fair elections will be one of the greatest legacies President Buhari would bequeath to the country, as the development was already being applauded at home and abroad. He gave his priorities in the state as the development of agriculture, education, and investment drive. Among the requests Governor Adeleke made were support for infrastructure development, a proposed new economic city and free trade zone, tax credit, and other federal facilities in Osun State. Meanwhile, President Buhari has promised to consider the request for assistance made by the new governor. The clerk to the 9th National Assembly has transmitted the new Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provision Bill 2022, also known as the Omnibus Bill, to the President Muhammadu Buhari for his assent. The Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, Presidential Enabling Business and Environment Council, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, made this known in a statement in Abuja. So recall that the executive bill was passed by the House of Representatives in October 2022 and by the Senate in December 2022. According to Dr. Oduwole, the bill aims to codify Executive Order 1001 on transparency and efficiency in public service delivery. Some parents in Kuje Area Council of FCT have called on the Nigerian Union of Teachers and the Kuje Area Council to reach a workable resolution to enable primary school pupils to resume classes in the area. The parents who made the call in separate interviews with the newsmen in Kuje said the strike was having a negative impact on the pupils and appealed for speedy resolution. It should be recalled that the primary school teachers in Kuje had on Monday embarked on an indefinite strike over failure by the area council to meet some demands of the union. The union, through its chairman, Mr. Auduloke, had listed the demands as the non-payments of salaries to 2018 recruited teachers whose salaries were abruptly stopped by the council chairman in September 2022. This is the news at dawn, coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Voice of the West, Nigeria. Now, our mid-news message. Time is money. Spend your time wisely. Some yet to be identified gunmen have attacked men of the Anambra Vigilante Service in the Ihiala local government area of the state, killing 4 of the operatives. It was gathered that the assailant who stormed the area around midnight also set 5 buildings ablaze. Also said one of the burnt buildings belonged to the State Independent National Electoral Commission. The source said the hoodlums, after killing the vigilantes at the local government secretariat, beheaded one of them and took his head away. He noted that the hoodlums used improvised explosive device to burn down the buildings. A community leader, Innocent Uzuru, said the incident created panic as the corpses of the victims littered the road and caused gridlock before the police cleared the scene. 3 persons have been arraigned before a Jaba Magistrate Court, Lagos State, for allegedly robbing a woman, Esther Okonlawon, of 2.8 million naira at a house in the Mushe area of Lagos State. The defendant, Pius Sunday 28, Cynthia Ikade 19, and Lovett Uloko 20 were arraigned on 3 counts of conspiracy, armed robbery, and unlawful conversation. According to report, one of the defendants, Ikade, who worked as a maid for Okonlawon at a house in Mushe, was said to have suddenly stated that she was no longer interested in the job. Her employer was said to have called the agent through whom she was employed, but the latter could not be reached on the phone. The teenager then requested that Sunday, whom she claimed was her brother, picked her from the house. Sunday, while leaving the house with Ikade, then urged the woman to call him anytime she needed another maid to replace Ikade, saying he was also an agent. It was gathered that Okonlawon called him after 3 months to bring in another maid as she sent Uloko. Sunday and Ikade, along the one Henry, still at large, allegedly invaded the woman's house on October 10 last year and robbed the family with the help of Uloko, who allegedly opened the gate and kitchen back door for them. The defendant were arraigned on 3-count charge. The abducted Edo Area Customary Court President, Mrs. Precious Aigbonoga, has regained her freedom. The Edo State Police Command Populations Officer, Mr. Chidi Nwabuzo, who confirmed her rescue, said a police officer was killed during the operation. The PPRO added that Aigbonoga was rescued by the military and police team at a place called Scorpion Hill inside the forest where she was held. A woman identified as Florencia Amado Catenio has allegedly cut off her husband's penis and stabbed him to death. A late trumpet player husband, Pedro Zarate, was found dead in the couple's flat in the Altos de San Lorenzo area of Argentina. The 41-year-old suspect has been arrested by police for the horrific alleged murder and sent for psychiatric assessment, according to Mail Online. Apart from cutting off her husband's penis, she also left a knife buried in the dead man's eyeball. According to the report, the deceased was found with a knife embedded in his eye and his genitals mutilated. Her sister Patricia told newsmen in an interview that the suspect, who is a psychologist, was arrested after fleeing to her husband's house in a taxi with blood stains on her hands. Information has it that Pedro's body was found by his sister-in-law on the bed with stab wounds all over his body, including his chest, and his genitals mutilated. at the apartment he shared with his wife and 5-year-old son. And to end the news at dawn, here again are the major points. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has disclosed that he was a beneficiary of the new electoral law signed by President Muhammadu Buhari, which he said paved the way for free and fair elections, rolling out ballot bags snatching and snuffing. Some yet to be identified gunmen have attacked men of the Anambra Vigilante Service in the Hiala local government area of the state, killing 4 of the operatives. A woman identified as Florencia Amado Canatio has allegedly cut off his husband's Spanish and stabbed him to death in the Altos de San Lorenzo area of Argentina. And that was the news at dawn, edited by Olushayo Babatunde and delivered by Olushola Egbodofo. For more about us, you can visit www.osbcng.org. Thanks for listening to the news at dawn. Good morning.
Ìròyìn ní kùtù àìrè o lórí rédíò Ọ̀ṣun. Ìròyìn ní kùtù àìrè o lórí rédíò Ọ̀ṣun. Ìròyìn tó yí kóró, ẹ̀kọ́ tó múnádóko, ta ní kí ẹ wá gbọ́ o lórí rédíò Ọ̀ṣun.
Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o, ìròyìn ní kùtù àì. Abíọ́dún Babájíà lóníròyìn ṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn náà. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé òun jàǹfààní àgbékalẹ̀ òfin ìdìbò tuntun tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣe fọwọ́ sí. Àwọn jàǹdùkú dáná ìbọn ya ọmọ ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì 4 nípínlẹ̀ Anambra. Obìnrin kan gún ọkọ rẹ̀ pa tó sì gé nǹkan ọmọkùnrin rẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Argentina. Ìròyìn àrè lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń gbẹ́sùn tó súyọ lẹ́yìn ètò ìdìbò gómìnà tó wáyé nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ti ń kúnrálẹ̀ láti gbé ìdájọ́ rẹ̀ kalẹ̀ lórí ẹjọ́ tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adégbóyèga Oyètọ́lá àti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC pé agbẹjọ́rò gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè àtàwọn olùjẹ́jọ́ yòókù tó ti fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn múlẹ̀ láti fọwọ́ rọ ẹjọ́ tí olùpẹ̀jọ́ pè dànù. Nínú àtótónu agbẹjọ́rò gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè, ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP àti àjọ INEC ni wọ́n ti ṣàlàyé pé èsì ìdìbò tí ó jáde láti ojúpò ìtàkùn ayélujára àjọ elétò ìdìbò ilẹ̀ yìí INEC lẹ́yìn tí gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adégbóyèga Oyètọ́lá gbé ìpẹ̀jọ́ rẹ̀ lé lórí ní kì í ṣe ojúlówó èsì ìdìbò tó wẹ̀yẹ̀ kánkàn wípé irúfẹ́ èsì ìdìbò ọ̀hún ní abala 4 òfin ètò ìdìbò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí buẹnu àtẹ́lù lórí wípé kò tí ì gbẹ́jú dórí àsìkò àti fìdí irú èsì ìdìbò bẹ́ẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Bákan náà ni àwọn agbẹjọ́rò olùjẹ́jọ́ tún tako àwọn agbẹjọ́rò olùpẹ̀jọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adégbóyèga Oyètọ́lá lórí ẹ̀sùn ayédèrú ìwé ẹ̀rí tí wọ́n fi kan sínétọ̀ Adémọ́lá Adélékè wípé gbogbo ẹ̀sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ilé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn ti gbé ìdájọ́ rẹ̀ kalẹ̀ lórí rẹ̀ tí kò sì gbọdọ̀ sí tún sí àwítúnwí asán bíi tí wù ó mọ́. Wáyé o, gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adélékè ti ní òun jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tó jẹ àǹfààní àgbékalẹ̀ òfin ètò ìdìbò tuntun tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari fọwọ́ sí wípé òun gan-an ló jẹ́ kí ètò ìdìbò tó wáyé nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lọ nírọ̀wọ́rọsẹ̀ láìsí ìdàrúdàpọ̀. Gómìnà sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lásìkò tó ṣàbẹ̀wò sí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari lọ́fíìsì nílùú Àbújá láti mọrírì ìgbésẹ̀ ààrẹ ilẹ̀ yìí lórí àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìdìbò tí kò lẹ́jà bákan nínú nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Adeleke tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP tó ṣàlàyé pé òun wá láti wá mọrírì ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari lórí fífààyè sílẹ̀ láti jẹ́ kí àwọn olùdíje fúnpò gómìnà lóṣù keje ọdún tó kọjá nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fìfẹ́ wọn hàn láì fepo bọyọ̀ nínú àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìdìbò gómìnà tó wáyé nípínlẹ̀ yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tún fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wípé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ló dájú pé yóò túbọ̀ rí àǹfààní tó pọ̀ jẹ láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí, pẹ̀lú àfikún wípé ìpínlẹ̀ yìí tún fojú sọ́nà láti rí ìgbárùkù ti ìjọba àpapọ̀ níbi àgbékalẹ̀ onírúurú ètò amúgbàdẹrù fún aráàlú tí yóò túbọ̀ mú kí ohun gbogbo dúró re sí i nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Wàyí o, ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari náà ti wá sílérí láti kún ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lábẹ́ sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Adémọ́lá Adélékè lọ́wọ́ nídìí àwọn ìbéèrè rẹ̀. Akọ̀wé ìgbìmọ̀ ilé asòfin ilẹ̀ yìí ti gbé àbádòfin tuntun nípa ètò okòwò àtàwọn àbádòfin míì lọ fún ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari láti fọwọ́ sí i. Olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún ààrẹ lórí ìdókòwò ìrọ̀rùn àti ìgbìmọ̀ olókòwò pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ ààrẹ ọ̀mọ̀wé Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Odúwọlé ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà nílùú Àbújá. Ẹ rántí pé lóṣù kẹwàá àti ìkejìlá ọdún tó kọjá ní ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú ṣòfin àti aṣòfin àgbà ilẹ̀ yìí fi ọwọ́ sí àwọn àbádòfin náà tó sì kù kí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari kó buwọ́ lù ú. Ọ̀mọ̀wé Odúwọlé ṣàlàyé pé àbádòfin ọ̀hún ni yóò fi àṣẹ ìjọba múlẹ̀ lórí àkóyawọ́ àti àkọsílẹ̀ ọjà lọ́nà rọrùn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn òbí tó wà lágbègbè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Kùjẹ́ lólu ìlú ilẹ̀ ìyá Àbújá ni wọ́n ti ké sí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn olùkọ́ àti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà láti foríkorí fi kùnlùkùn lórí báwọn ògówẹrẹ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ agbègbè ọ̀hún yóò ti padà sí kíláàsì fẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kíkọ́. Àwọn òbí náà ni wọ́n pàrọwà ọ̀hún lásìkò tí wọ́n bá ikọ̀ àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ wípé bí ìyanṣẹ́lódì ti wà lágbègbè náà ló jẹ́ ohun tó ti ń pa àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà lára, wípé káwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàdọ̀gbọ̀n tètè wá ojútùú sí i. Ẹ rántí pé láti ọjọ́ ajé làwọn olùkọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ lágbègbè Kùjẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìyanṣẹ́lódì látàrí bí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà ti kùnà láti dáhùn sí ìbéèrè àwọn olùkọ́ náà. Ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún látẹnu alága wọn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Audu Lucky ni wọ́n ti ka onírúurú àwọn tí wọ́n ń béèrè fún lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ìbílẹ̀, lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n tún ṣàlàyé pé wọ́n kọ̀ láti san owó oṣù fún àwọn olùkọ́ lágbègbè náà láti àsìkò pẹ̀lú àfikún wípé àwọn olùkọ́ náà tó ti dínkù lágbègbè náà jọjọ tó yẹ kí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà tó ti ṣe àfikún olùkọ́. Rédíò Ọ̀ṣun alóore ìwọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti kàn sí ẹgbẹ́ iṣẹ́ pàtàkì ta ní fún yín. Àsìkò lówó, rí dájú wípé àsìkò tó bá lò ó ń lò dáadáa fún àǹfààní ara rẹ̀ àti tọmọnìyàn ikú láwùjọ. Àwọn jàǹdùkú agbébọn tí kò tíì sí ẹni tó mọ iye tó sun wọ́n ti dáná ìbọn ya àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì mẹ́rin kan ní Ìhàlà níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìhàlà nípínlẹ̀ Anambra, lẹ́yìn tí àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì ọ̀hún sì ti gbẹ́mìí mì. Ìròyìn fi yé ni pé láàrin òru mọ́jú ni àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ jàǹdùkú ọ̀hún yabo àwọn ilé márùn kan lágbègbè náà tí wọ́n sì tún dáná sun. Àrígbámú ìròyìn jẹ́ kó di mọ́ wípé ilé ọ̀hún ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ilé àjọ elétò ìdìbò ilẹ̀ yìí nípínlẹ̀ Anambra. Àwọn jàǹdùkú náà lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ṣekú pa àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì ọ̀hún ni wọ́n tún gé orí ọ̀kan sá lọ lásìkò náà. Ọ̀kan lára àwọn adarí agbègbè ọ̀hún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Innocent Ozoro ṣàlàyé pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ló dá ìpòrúurú ọkàn sílẹ̀ lágbègbè náà tí wọ́n sì ti kó òkú àwọn èèyàn náà lọ sílé ìgbókùpamọ́sí. Adarí ilé ẹjọ́ májísírèètì agbègbè Ẹdó arábìnrin Precious Àìgbónága táwọn ajínigbé kó ń papámọ́ra lọ́jọ́ díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ti gba ìtúsílẹ̀ lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé náà báyìí. Alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Ẹdó ọ̀gbẹ́ni Chidi Nwabuso ló fìdí ìròyìn náà múlẹ̀ wípé ikọ̀ ọlọ́pàá ló dóòlà adarí ilé ẹjọ́ májísírèètì náà àmọ́ tí ẹ̀mí ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ikọ̀ elétò ààbò náà lọ sí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún. alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá náà ṣàlàyé pé àparapọ̀ ikọ̀ àwọn ológun àti ikọ̀ àwọn ọlọ́pàá ni wọ́n bọ́lu igbó agijò lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n torí adarí ilé ẹjọ́ májísírèètì náà bọ̀ tí wọ́n sì dóòlà obìnrin ọ̀hún. ìròyìn fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé arábìnrin àìgbónága ni àwọn ajínigbé kó ń papámọ́ra lásìkò tó ń tọ́jú pópó Ngoneke lọ sí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ugwuebe láti lọ sí ẹnu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. abilékọ kan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Argentina Florence Cantasneo ni ìròyìn fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé ó gé nǹkan ọmọkùnrin baálé rẹ̀ tó sì tó gún pa. baálé rẹ̀ náà Pedro Fendeze Zarate ní àwọn èèyàn rókù rẹ̀ nílé aládàgbé wọn tó wà ní agbègbè Hato de San Lorenzo nílẹ̀ Argentina. wàyí o ọwọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti tẹ obìnrin afurasí ẹni ọdún 41 ọ̀hún fẹ̀sùn ìṣekúpani tí wọ́n sì ti kọ́kọ́ gbé lọ fún àyẹ̀wò ọpọlọ. ìròyìn fi yé ni pé obìnrin náà fi ọ̀bẹ tó fi gún ọkọ rẹ̀ ọ̀hún pamọ́ sára rẹ̀ títí tí àwọn èèyàn fi rí òkú baálé rẹ̀ náà nílé tó pa sí. àbúrò ọkùnrin tó dolóògbé ọ̀hún Patricia sọ fáwọn oníròyìn wípé nínú ọkọ̀ èrò ìgboro lọ́wọ́ ikọ̀ ọlọ́pàá ti tẹ obìnrin náà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ lára rẹ̀ lásìkò tó ń fẹsẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ sílé ìyá rẹ̀. ká tó mú ìròyìn ní kùtù àìwásòpin ẹgbọ́n kókó wa mẹ́nubà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Adémọ́lá Adélékè ti fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé òun jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tó ń jàǹfààní àgbékalẹ̀ òfin ètò ìdìbò tuntun tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari fọwọ́ sí láìpẹ́ yìí wípé òfin ọ̀gán ló jẹ́ kí ètò ìdìbò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lọ nírọ̀wọ́rọ̀sẹ̀. àwọn jàǹdùkú agbébọn ti dáná ìbọn ya ọmọ ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì 4 nípínlẹ̀ Anambra tí wọ́n sì ti gbẹ́mìí mì. obìnrin abilékọ kan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Argentina ti ṣekú pa ọkọ rẹ̀ kódà ó tún gé nǹkan ọmọkùnrin baálé rẹ̀ ọ̀hún. èyí ló pin ìròyìn ní kùtù àì. Olúṣayọ̀ Babátúndé lólóòtú, Abíọ́dún Babádíyà lóníròyìn yìí. fẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn àti ọ̀rọ̀ tó jọmọ́ sí iléeṣẹ́ yìí ẹ tún lè kàn sí ìtàkùn ayélujára www.osbcng.org. mo kì í ẹ kú àjíòde o.